How's it going, guys? Welcome to the Dymat channel. I'm Chris Bilton. I was a professional jeweller in the UK for over 20 years, but now I'm living in Japan and keeping my skills alive and putting them to good use by making jewellery making instructional videos for YouTube. So welcome. Please click like and subscribe if you're into all that. And also let me say thank you to, we've got a few new patrons and members. We've got Louis Underwood, Simon Says, and then a mystery one, Johnny. I saw your email, Johnny, but there's nothing on Patreon about you becoming a patron, but I've got an email notification, so yeah, thank you. I'll message you as soon as I get ability to do that through Patreon. It's a weird website, it doesn't always work nicely. But yeah, thank you guys, thanks for becoming patrons and members and supporting the channel, really appreciate that. If you want to support me, do more, and share more of my knowledge, make it more possible to happen, there's links in the description, you can click on those and then you can find out about all the perks of becoming a sort of member of the channel. Cool, right, yeah, today we are taking knots out of chains. I'll show you exactly how I do it. I believe my way is the best. Different jewellers have different ways of doing it. I was always the one, wherever I've worked, that did it quicker than other jewellers, so with that in mind, I think my way is the best. So I want to show you exactly what I do. If you're a working jeweller, or anyone who is a working jeweller will confirm to you that you will definitely be taking knots out of chains for customers. And then quite often, well maybe not quite often, but sometimes people will expect you to do it while they stand there watching you. So it's quite nice. It actually is an opportunity to do something that's not that much effort, and if you can take a knot out of a chain while the customer's waiting and watching you, if you can do it quickly and easily and then just give it back to them and then don't charge them, that will go down very well. And it was no big effort for you, but it will, that customer will now leave, well, I can't call them customer until they spent money already, but that person will now leave with sort of positive feelings about you, and it's very likely they will tell someone about their experience, and then you've got positivity going around the world attached to your name and your business, and I believe you can get sales from that in the future. So it is nice to do things for free for people, and I think it does benefit you in the future. And the most powerful form of advertising, I believe, is just word of mouth. Just having people out there saying good things about you. The customer service is really important. Yeah, having people out there saying good things about you can bring sales to you, or it can bring more people expecting things done for free. Anyway, let's knot these chains up. I've got two chains here, one really fine, one not so fine. We'll knot them up on purpose and then take those knots out. So I've got these chains. This one's very thin. I'll give you an example. I really struggled to pick that up. I can only just grab it. If you've got nails, obviously it's a bit easier, but anyway. Right, let's knot this up on purpose. People have knots in their chains here for like years. Like you can tell because there's just loads of dirt and stuff attached to the chain. Be warned, yeah, be warned if you're new to making jewellery for people. People will give you repairs and chains and they can be disgusting, like hairs and stuff caught in it. Like, you know, because their chains against their skin and just any sort of fine link gets all clogged up with like dead skin, and like they just give it to you for cleaning for like the first time in like 30 years. Ah, it's disgusting. I would always ultrasonic chains before doing any soldering on them, even holding them. If they're a bit greasy, it's disgusting. I don't want to touch it. It's actually really unhygienic, some stuff you expected to pick up in the jewellery trade. Yeah, so ultrasonic everything, because if you put heat on it, like hollow rope chains used to get in the 90s and like filled up with like perfume and stuff. Literally flammable. You can put fire on it. You go to solder it, there's a smoke and they catch fire. It's disgusting. It stinks out the workshop and everyone's like coughing. So yeah, any jewellery, just ultrasonic it before you work on it. But then before you ultrasonic it, you've got to look at it, loop it. Where's my loop gone? It's gone somewhere. Anyway, have a close look at things or stones and stuff. Make sure it's safe for ultrasonicing first, but yeah, really always a benefit to get things clean before you start working on them. So I've got this one, I'm pulling it hard, I'm sort of rolling it around with my finger, really getting some nasty knots in there. And then let's do this one as well. Just the old reef knot. What's that called? I can't remember what that knot's called. The old just dressing gown knot. Sheep shag knot. Cool. Right, so I put the knots on my metal block. First of all, I'd sort of have a quick look. Sometimes if someone's really tugged them, the links are stretched and out of shape. That's bad news. You don't want that. First of all, I'd tap it, try and push it down. Sometimes you can get lucky and you can just tap them and they just sort of fall out of position. So I do that, just roll it around. I mean, ultrasonicing, if you get really lucky, you just hold it in ultrasonic and things start to open up. But it's unlikely, it doesn't always happen. It's worth a shot. Sometimes you really struggle to undo them. Ultrasonicing can help you loosen them a little bit, because they're all clogged together with bits of dirt or whatever. Yeah, ultrasonicing is a good trick for helping chains come loose. Anyway, my secret is having 2 pairs of very sharp tweezers that close up quite well. Very useful. And then with that you can hold bits and sort of dissect the knot. Just hold that bit and try and pull that bit. If that's not working, you start to study it and understand how it comes loose. So that's just come loose already, look. So I pick that up, I can see that's going under there. Try and pull that back. Okay, that was well easy. Tell you what, fresh knot on purpose is nowhere near as difficult as a knot that's been in a chain for a long time. Okay, so that was no problem at all. But then you want to have a look at the links, because sometimes the links are damaged. There's something to bear in mind as well. You can't force things too much, especially with sharp tweezers. If you sort of pulling it and it's coming off, you're scratching the links. You can be damaging it trying to undo it. Let's put this one here. Tappy tappy. This one's a bit more solid. Yeah, so you've got 4 spikes as well, so it's not only grabbing and pulling, you can sort of push your tweezers into it a little bit. See if there's any way of stabbing into it. See, it's come loose straight away. Look, stabbing it, did it. Now I can see it's just that simple knot. Hold that. Hello. Pull that back. I don't know why my hand's shaky today. So there you go. Open it up gently, try and lay it flat, untwist it, check your links, see if it's damaged. If they are a bit damaged, you could always get your pin hammer, tappy tappy, just have a look around it. Okay, so that was well easy. That was probably not a good example of how difficult things can be. You can spend, obviously bear in mind how much time you're spending doing a knot. You don't want to be spending an hour undoing a knot, because the job has no value. So it's nice if you can do it quickly and then not charge your customer. Or if you have got to charge them, I don't know, tenner, something. I mean, that was a joke. Come on, Chris. This is not a good example for a video. Yeah, there you go. Can't really give you a good example of taking knots out of chain. So as a Brucey bonus, I've got this bit of snake chain. I'm going to put a kink in this and then try and get that kink out. I'm just going to fold it in half. It's just even going to kink. It's a bit strong, this one. The finer versions of these snake chains, they are prone to being a bit kinky. So these, what I call snake chains, yeah, even a piece of jewellery on a display, just where it goes over the corner of something, you can get a little kink in there. And it's like the metal's stretched and you can never really get them out that nicely. But I'll just show you what I do. I'm not claiming to be able to repair these perfectly, but if you've got a kink, you can improve it with your pin hammer, metal block again, being able to roll it around, tappy tappy, just roll it backwards and forwards. But be careful, you are sort of hardening it, and you can get rid of the kink, the sort of look of it, but be careful, because you're not really repairing the chain, you're just sort of flattening it but also creating a hard spot in it. This is a 3mm chain, so it's quite strong actually. The finer chains, you won't have to hit them as hard as this. Okay, this not doing such a great job of removing a little dent, a little kink rather, on the chain is a good example of what it's like trying to remove a kink from a snake chain. It doesn't really work, but you can improve them by rolling it and tapping it gently. Yeah. Not one of my best videos. I don't feel like I gave you anything of any value, but that is how I remove knots out of chains. 2 sharp pairs of tweezers has helped me out loads of times, and I've managed to do the job when other people couldn't do it because they were mucking about with pins or sharp bits of metal. Tweezers, mate, you want to be able to spike into it with the sharp points and pull bits about. Check this out. What do you think of that? Sculpture. Alright, okay, I'll leave it there. Thanks for watching. If you want to support the channel, you probably don't after watching this video. If you're new to me, they're not all like this. Yeah, thanks for watching, and hope you join me again for the next one. I promise the next one will be better. Bye.